Hello, investigators, and welcome back to Until the End of Time. My name is Veronica, and today I am joined by a special guest. Why don't you introduce yourself, special guest?
Yeah, hello. I'm known as HatfulBob. I uh, I usually just make games, but sometimes when I'm not making games, I play a lot of Arkham and I have my own I write articles on a website called the Barnaby Files, just random Arkham articles.
That's great. So I asked you to help here because there's been a bunch of cool new previews for Arkham for the new Hemlock Vale expansion in the last couple of days, and I was originally planning on doing a slideshow a recap as I've done for the last couple of weeks, but I realized why don't we just play a couple of these cards, and instead of me two-handing it, why don't I ask somebody who's been really excited about this new investigator, Wilson Richards. However, before we get there, we have a couple other cards to talk about. So I know everybody's excited. I just want to check. I don't know if there's anybody in the chat right now. Can everybody hear HatfulBob and myself properly? If there are any audio concerns, please let us know in the chat. I'm keeping chat in my corner of my eye, so we should notice if something's wrong. But you know, it is still YouTube. We are still having some setting issues getting set up. So I quickly wanted to go through every card that's been previewed since the last recap video, and I obviously want your input as well, because there's some pretty exciting one. And I figured we would start with the one card that we couldn't fit into a deck today, because I'm going to be playing Alessandra Zorzi, you're playing Wilson. Olive McBride level 2 was previewed by the Arkham Chronicle, and unfortunately, she's not legal for either of our decks, and I figured that having 3 decks at the table would maybe be a bit much. Don't worry, Olive is definitely gonna find its way into a deck later this preview season, because there's a lot of exciting things you can do with her. But can you read her out for us?
Okay. Level. Okay, she's level 2 now. As a reaction, when you would reveal a Chaos token, you can exhaust Olive McBride, reveal 4 Chaos tokens instead of one. Choose 2 of those tokens to resolve, and ignore the rest.
Yeah, so the only differences between the original level 0 Olive McBride, which came all the way from Forgotten Age, so it's been a while, is that she revealed 3 Chaos tokens, now she reveals 4, and she has an extra willpower icon. That's it. But I actually think that this is a deceptively powerful upgrade. I don't know if you've played a lot of the original Olive.
I usually play her quite a lot, usually in blessed decks. Very recently, I played Parallel Zoe, and I had regular Olive McBride in the deck, and it works. And she's very helpful. She does very much help you try to find the tokens you're looking for. And I think with 4 tokens instead of 3, that can get help you filter a lot better.
Yeah, I don't know the math behind it, but somebody I was watching recently, they were doing a video on this. They said it's like twice the number of options, basically, and I'm completely prepared to believe that, which is, it's a lot. I think this is like, some people were like joking that like it's such a small change, but I think that functionally it's going to make a big difference because it's just like the original Olive. The main benefit is, as you say, you can get those extra tokens, but you do run the risk of your chaos, like your test going kind of haywire because you reveal several of those negative tokens. And I feel if you're revealing 4 tokens and only having to pick 2, you're probably gonna find a match that like works out well for you.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure when upgrading a deck. I'm not sure when I'd want to upgrade Olive McBride because level 01 is very good. This one just kind of makes the mats a lot better in your favor, but I think it's quite good. I slightly wish you had slightly more health for the 2 experience, but again, improving your mats by so much, I think it's quite a big upgrade.
Yeah, that's fair. I could see this having an extra point of health and being a lot nicer, but again, like at 2 costs, like she's so cheap to get down. That's the thing. Like
Yeah.
you just play her. She has tons of sanity soak. Yeah, love Olive, and very much looking forward to playing her. But probably at a later point in the previous season when we have a few more Blessing Curse cards to try. Cool card. Check out the Arkham Chronicle preview for Olive. So I'm just gonna run real quick through the cards that I'm talking about. So I already talked about Grift, but just as a quick reminder, 0 cost, 0 XP rogue event. You parlay an enemy to your location, you test agility 0. For each point you succeed by, you gain a resource maximum of 6, and if you fail, the enemy attacks you. I didn't actually realize until today that this is actually an illicit card, so it can go into Underworld Market. And the other card that is also illicit is the Blackmail File. 2 cost, 0 XP rogue asset, single willpower icon, item tome and illicit. I believe this is the first rogue tome, is that correct?
I remember checking before. There weren't any rogue tomes around Strong Season before, so I'm pretty sure this is the first.
And it has an action to choose a non-elite enemy at your location to parlay. You test willpower X. X is that enemy's printed health value. If you succeed, that enemy disengages from each investigator and gains aloof until the end of the round. I'm not convinced about this card just yet. I think spending an action to basically not evade an enemy, but sort of evade an enemy, like... The main tricky thing, I think, with this card is that if you're playing this, you're a rogue, so you probably already have good agility. And if you don't have good agility, what's the chance that you have a higher willpower? Because I believe the only rogue that doesn't like reasonably evade is Tony, and Tony also has 2 agility, or 2 willpower. So it's a weird card. It feels like a little bit of a card for people who have access to this card somehow but aren't rogues. So maybe like a parallel Daisy deck who can like... I don't know, she does get an extra willpower and an extra sanity from this, and it is a slotless tome, so there is at least that. But I'm I'm not yet convinced by the power of this card. Also, I see we've picked up a couple more viewers. Can somebody in chat at least tell me, how's the audio? Can you hear me? Can you hear HatfulBob? Are we too loud, too quiet? Moving along, Eldritch Tongue, I think, is maybe one of the crazier cards we've gotten in this previous season so far. It's a neutral asset, 2 cost, willpower icon, arcane slot, and it's a ritual. It uses 4 charges, and you may play events with parlay from your discard pile as if they were in your hand. As an additional cost to play an event this way, spend a charge from Eldritch Tongue. After that event resolves, remove it from the game. I don't know how you feel about more recursion, but I personally think that this is potentially a pretty powerful effect. Definitely an Alessandra Zorgi card.
I'm a bit concerned about how at this level of recursion at level 0, because it does seem very, very strong. I remember reading a comments somewhere. I think you might have wrote it actually, that it enables parlay specific decks outside of Alessandra, because a lot of these parlays seem very much made for Alessandra. But if you have this, then you can just keep playing your parlay events over and over again. Well, twice at least.
Yeah, twice. I think that's a big part to me of like keeping the recursion on this card in check, is that it's not over and over again. It is at least like it does remove the card from the game, so that keeps it in check a little bit. And also, if I look at all the parlay events right now, there's nothing too broken you can do with this just yet. But to give a little spoiler on what my deck is doing, I'm actually running an Underworld support deck here, so I can only run a single copy of every card in my deck. And Eldritch Tongue is kind of helping me make up for that by giving me an extra use out of all of those events. Could you speak to the dead, the other parlay ritual that we that we got?
Yeah, sure. It is a 1-cost mystic asset. Takes up the arcane slot, uses 6 offerings. As an action, spend any number of offerings, parlay. Choose a spell or ritual event in your discard pile and reveal from the chaos bag equal to the number of offerings spent. If at least 1 skull or curse token is revealed, return the chosen event to your hand.
So what do you make of that?
I know I had said before that recursion at level 0 is a bit strange, but this one feels a lot more in line. Spell events, there's quite a lot of them in the game, but this does require either building around I feel like curse tokens, so you can try and get them as much as you can to try not whiff the effects rather. And I do think it's quite powerful, especially since it is a parlay. I'm engaged with the enemy. Give me a second. Let me try to find my combat event again.
Yeah, Spectral Razor or something like that. I think this is a potentially powerful effect. I think it's mostly limited by the fact that it says 6 uses, but really you're not going to get like 6 cards back with this unless you have like all the curse tokens and a bunch of chaos token manipulation, because you have to hit a curse or skull token, and like even in the best of situations, that's not going to be over 50% hit rate. So you're probably spending 2 or 3 offerings just to make the action worth it, at which point this is maybe giving you back 2 events. And yeah, I think this is again like I had to put a couple of extra. There's no ritual events, I believe, in the game right now, or if there are, at least Alessandra can't take any of them. And there's like one spell event, or there's like a couple of spell events only. So it's not. It's currently looking like it needs a little bit more help, but obviously we are at the start of preview season. There's still plenty of cards to go. Or preview season has started, but we're still have plenty of cards to go. So I expect there will be a couple more. And obviously in Mystic, if you're actually a main class Mystic, you get a bunch more spell events, like getting back into Deny Existence or a Ward of Protection. That seems pretty good. Also, someone in chat just pointed out this is a one-cost arcane slot for Dragon Ball decks, and if you are using Dragon Ball to fight. And then you could use this maybe to get back like your cluing events. That's pretty nice. Also, can I ask you just audio's good? Just to make sure? Like I've asked 3 times, I've not heard any responses. I'm assuming that either means that audio's fine or that there's no audio and we're just talking to dead air the entire time. Alright, False Surrender. This is, I believe, the last preview card before we get to Wilson. Don't worry, it's almost time. It's a tactic and a trick. It's a 1-cost rogue event. Willpower and intellect icons. It is a parlay. Choose an enemy at your location and play a weapon asset from your hand, reducing its cost by 1. So we're saying this costs 1 to play, but then you immediately get the 1 back in the discount. And you may then take a fight action with that weapon against the chosen enemy using agility instead of the skill indicated. This is a wild card, and I kind of love it. It's a bonus action, and you have to use agility instead of combat, but it's weird because you don't get the weapon's combat boost, and is your agility that much higher? Like, what do you think of this card? I know that I have some plans for this deck, but kind of curious what you think.
When I first saw the card previewed, I thought, wow, this is the coolest thing. And then the realization that the combat bonuses on guns don't actually work with the effect because it changes the skill entirely. But now I'm a bit more. I think it's a very interesting card because it is 2 different effects. It gets, while engaged with an enemy, it gets a weapon out, and then it also can be a free an extra fight action in that entire exchange. It'll only be really useful if you can. I think if you can use your agility, if you have a decent agility score as well as a decent combat score, since you'd want to be able to use the guns without relying on this card a whole lot. Off the top of my head, the only character that really does that super well is Finn.
I would argue Skids as well, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Skids can do this. Level 0 tactic. That means it could be good for Mark, which it wouldn't be the worst because his agility is 3, I think, so you can get that up to a 5 with
Sophie.
With Sophie, yes.
So I've actually found a different solution for this problem. If you look at my market deck here, top card, Dirty Fighting. We just give a +2 to the skill value. And one thing that I actually wanted to bring up real quick. Dirty Fighting is, attacking, parlaying, or attempting to evade an exhaust enemy, you get +2 skill value. So the reason why you might want to run this in Alessandra is, of course, am I saying that right? I keep getting Alessandra and Arasana mixed up because that's the new character from Netrunner. So like they released those 2 back to back, and I'm like, my brain's getting confused. No, it's Alessandra. You might be wanting to parlay evaded enemies or exhausted enemies, and at that point, you also get the gun bonus. So yeah, I have a plan for this card. I mentioned to you the plan. We'll see if it actually works, but there's a particular strategy with a certain gun that we're gonna try to make work with this card. But all right. Yep.
The one last note on False Surrender. It is a trick as well. Rita can use it.
Yeah.
Rita also usually likes to use a lot of weapons and has a good agility score, so I think it'll be very good for her.
I think this is also the card that like Rita specifically for her weakness. Like if you want to have a Rita that mostly like evades, doesn't have, and then uses clue tools in her hand slots. So like a flashlight, an old keyring, those things that have uses that run out, and then when your Hood's enemy comes out, you just False Surrender in a baseball bat, you just bonk him on the head, and then your assets are all gone, but then you just play another like clue tool over that and just discard it. I think that's like a reasonable way to get rid of that enemy, because that enemy can be like a major pain in the ass. And it's a neat trick. We'll say that. All right. Yeah. Enough talking about new cards. Let's talk about new cards. Tell me about Wilson.
Okay, so Wilson Richards, the handyman. It was just spoiled by, I'm trying to remember the name.
Los Archivos de Arkham.
Yes, thank you.
The Spanish thing. They did some awesome previews last year. I haven't actually got a chance to go back to their preview video yet. I should do that later today because they did some great stuff last year.
Yeah. So Wilson Richards, Guardian, three in all stats. He's a drifter trait. He can reduce the resource cost of the first tool asset you play each round by one. You get +1 skill value during skill tests on tool assets. As an Elder Sign effect, +0. You may swap a tool asset in your play area with a tool asset in your hand with equal or lower printed costs. Yeah, eight health, 6 sanity. I think this ability is pretty good. However, 3 in all stats and Guardian. Guardians aren't really known for their tools, so how good could they be? This is proven by his deck building. His deck building is tool cards 0 to 5, Guardian cards 0 to 4, and up to 5 other improvise and their upgrade cards level 0 to 1.
Yep. I think this is a very interesting take on a Guardian, and I actually agree with you that like it's not a traditional Guardian, but I also don't think that he's going to play very different from a lot of Guardians because he is still very much about getting that board set up and like having the assets to do the thing. You can't just do a random thing. Like most Guardians don't want to just punch an enemy; they need to have the right gun, or in the case of Nathaniel, they have to have the events. And a lot of the time, they don't just draw encounter cards. They want to have like the soak assets and stuff like that. And I think Wilson kind of slides into that approach. And as you mentioned, like he's got 3/3/3 stats, but you're often going to be investigating with a tool, fighting with a tool. I would hope. So that's basically force. And then I don't know. I kind of like having 3 willpower and 3 agility. I don't know how you feel about this, but like just kind of you're only one unexpected courage away from being able to pass most mythos tests, and that I really like that for a Guardian to just be like, yeah, I'm probably gonna be fine. Like I don't have to invest very heavily into mythos protection.
Yeah, he's very flexible stats all around, and his deck building his ability very much leans him towards okay, you want to be doing everything. You don't really want to be doing basic tests. You want to be mostly using your tools, which will basically get you four in all the relevant stats. So I think that's very interesting. And worst comes to worst, if you actually need to do basic tests or you need mental protection, yeah, a 3 in willpower and a 3 in agility is very respectable. It's
Yeah,
very easy to improve it.
one of the Guardian archetypes that I personally find very enjoyable is the like I'm gonna take all the encounter cards from everybody else. You got cards like First Watch and Let Me Handle This, and especially the Martyr's Membrace from Skirt Keys. And I can see Wilson rocking the Martyr's Membrace because it puts his stats to 4 basically because it gives +1 while resolving a treachery effect, and then or sorry, while resolving a revelation effect, and then you can just take the encounter cards from other people, and it's like you're not it's again you're not just like one hit KOing the entire encounter deck, but you are helping your team a lot doing that. And as the handyman, that does seem like he's trying to help people, right? That's kind of his whole story.
Yeah.
So we also have his signatures. Can you tell me about ad hoc?
Sure. It is a 2 cost event. Commits for 2 wild icons. It is both improvised and upgrade. When you play it, attach ad hoc to a tool or weapon asset you control. As a reaction, after resolving an action ability on attached assets, exhaust ad hoc and discard a tool or weapon asset from your hand. Resolve an action ability on the discarded asset, ignoring all costs.
Yeah, so to be very clear, you have to attach this to a tool or weapon, and then you discard a tool or weapon from your card, or from your hand, and the one you discard is the one that you activate the ability on, right?
Yeah. I've seen the analysis that this basically turns because you're gonna tools usually take hand slots or some other slots, so you're gonna be very much full up on the slots. So this turns your spare tools into basically events. Use your main tool to do its action, and then you exhaust ad hoc and you discard another tool from hand.
Yeah, free events, which is the crazy part, because one of the cards that I immediately thought of was the Gravedigger Shovel, which has like an action ability to discard the shovel, and you get to pick up a clue for free. So if you ad hoc it, so you put ad hoc on, I don't know, flashlight, and then you discard a shovel while doing that, you just get a free clue. I don't know if you have the shovel in your deck. You can pull out.
No, I do not, but I do have very similar ideas that I have with
Clue
maybe I'll
tag.
put this on a fight action
Yeah.
and then investigate at the same time.
Alright, and then we also have Hasty Repairs. You put it in the player threat area. While triggering abilities on assets you control, set your base skill value to 0. Action, discard Hasty Repairs. I've seen some people be like, it's a pretty boring weakness. I think it's a fine weakness. Like, I think it's interesting to make a Guardian who's so asset-based suddenly be unable to use your assets. And some people have pointed out, well, if you draw an enemy at the same time you draw this, you could be in major trouble. And my answer is play daring. Right? Like, your basic evade action isn't going to get penalized by this, so you just evade the enemy, you get a free card draw, and then you just discard this, and then you're back to the races. Like, I think this is a fine weakness. I appreciate that this weakness isn't, like, too complicated. It's just, yeah, you put it into play, you're gonna have to clear it, but yeah, I don't know if you have anything else to comment on that?
Not particularly. I do think it's interesting, like you said, Wilson's very much about using his tool assets, and this makes it so you don't really want to use your tool assets, but it's like, okay, I still have 3 in all stats, so I can still do decent things. If I have an enemy, I can still evade at 3 and probably I can start committing stuff to my tests now until I can get rid of hasty repairs. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's the worst I don't think it's a particularly bad weakness. I think Wilson will be fine. Going like maybe 1 or 2 turns with this out. He just has to kind of hide away a bit until you can get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, we say that now, but, you know, obviously, we're about to start playing, and then we're going to get finished. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the kind of deck you built? So, for chat, just for context, we decided we're going to just play Midnight Masks, just the classic Midnight Mask scenario, and we're just going to grab 9 XP decks, no extra weaknesses, just have a look at how these investigators perform in this kind of basic situation. So do you want to tell us a little bit about what kind of cards you invested your XP in and what kind of your strategy of your deck is?
Sure. I tried to just build a very basic kind of Guardian deck. How I'd imagine would be good for Wilson. So my idea was I gave him two copies of each, like a nice clue tool and a nice fighting tool. Mostly so you can get the discount and as well all his bonuses. So, for example, Fire Extinguisher level 3, he's fighting with +2 combat instead of just +1, dealing +1 damage. Amulet, that's pretty good. Fingerprint Kin as well, investigating for +2.
Yeah, so you're investigating at 5 and picking up 2 clues if you succeed, which is, you know, that's perfectly respectable. And you're only paying 3 to play this. Like, it seems pretty good.
Yeah. I also the only brand new Hemlock Vale card I was able to slot in currently was Push to the Limit, which was in the initial reveal article. I found it interesting because Wilson was able to take it because of the improvised trait, and it very much reads very similarly to how ad hoc works, where you use a tool or weapon in your discard pile, uses action ignoring cost, and it puts it back in. So maybe you get a tool in the discard pile using ad hoc, resolving its ability, and then you play Push to the Limit to get it back into the deck, resolving its ability again, which seems
and then it's
very
back
good in practice.
Then it's back in your deck for you to draw again to ad hoc again. So yeah, it seems really neat. I think Push to the Limit is definitely a pretty cool card. I'm excited to see if it will perform. On my side, Alessandra Zorzi, I've talked about her in the channel before, but real quick to recap, she's a 3/4, 2/4. She gets an extra action every turn to parlay. And then her Elder Sign lets you basically auto-evade enemies at your location or connecting location. Her idea is she wants to be parlaying all the time. So I don't necessarily want to kill all the enemies, which is probably going to be quite difficult in a scenario with all these cultists, but we're going to see how that works out. And so in an effort to put as many of these different new cards into my deck, I decided to go Underworld Support and also Underworld Market. So I can only have 1 copy of each card. I have a crazy deck strategy. And so I put False Covenant in because I want to have a couple of curse effects to get the Speak to the Dead effect trigger. This is maybe not the best showing for Alessandra because it might be a little all over the place, but I'm kind of hoping that I can showcase at least a few effects, and then we'll see how it goes. Right? Maybe it'll work really well. Maybe I'll have... well, that didn't work. Okay. I just have to pull the code stuff manually. Yeah, so let's quickly do setup. We're gonna just basically we've killed the ghoul. We've kept our house standing. So we spawn at our house, or we start the game at the house, and we have to spawn an acolyte at the south side location. And then there is a card set aside. Which card is set aside? Oh, it's a gold bracelet. Yeah, no, we don't need that. Alright, so as a quick reminder for people, I haven't played this scenario in ages. I don't know how the last time I played this was. I don't know if you've played it recently.
Oh, not really.
No, okay. So Agenda 1A, Predator or Prey. We can resign as an action, and there is 6 Doom. And then we have to spend 4 clues to draw the top card of the cultist deck. If we can get 6 unique cultist enemies into the victory display, we advance, and there are 5 cultists over here. Chaos tokens, skulls are minus X. X is the highest number of Doom on a cultist enemy. Cultist is -2, put a Doom. That's not an if you fail, so it's just whenever you draw cultist, there's Doom going on cultist enemies. And then Tablet is -3 if you fail, place one of your clues on your location. This is not a fun Chaos bag, so I look forward to getting absolutely destroyed by this scenario. Let's draw opening hand, shall we?
Alright, let's see. Let's see what I get.
Oh, so I drew Beguile. I guess I should quickly mention this is Alessandra's signature event. It lets her move enemies and... sorry. You can parlay to move an enemy, perform a basic investigate or basic evade action at its location. This is also one of the reasons why I feel like that book isn't that great. Because if you're playing as Alessandra and you want to like evade enemies, you have your signature. Anyway, looking at this hand, I like having this. I also like having this, just lots of money early on. This doesn't do anything with what we have right now. I think we just mulligan... I think we mulligan these 3 because we need some answers for this cultist and we need to start getting clues. Alright. Okay, this is an interesting hand. Let's reveal our house. When the gold respawns, it spawns here. And as an action, we can draw a card and gain a resource. Once per turn. Do you have any allies in hand?
No, I do not.
Okay. Well, in that case, can I go first? Or actually, why don't you go first?
Okay, I have mostly set up because I'm very surprised at how well my opening hand turned out. Okay, so my first, I'm just gonna buy 3 assets basically. My first one, I'm gonna spend 1 to get out the fire extinguisher, so it has the discount. I'm gonna spend 2 to get out the flashlight, and then I'll spend my last 2 to get out Hallowed Mirror.
Oh,
so
that's
put this in hand.
good
and
start.
Then, okay.
Well, I'm playing a rogue, so I want maximum value. So I'm gonna first action trigger this effect. I'm gonna draw a card and gain a resource. I'm going to use my parlay action to play motivational speech. Choose an investigator at your location. It's gonna be me. To play an ally, reducing the cost by 3. So I just get a free Gregory Gry. It's pretty nice. I kind of want to trigger the Gry guy. So let's try to...
Two-shot here.
It's only 2-shot. I can... Yeah, well, you know. Let's make this more complicated. I'm going to play Tempt Fate. So this is fast. You add 3 blesses and 3 curses. Actually, I completely forgot. I need to do market things at the start of my turn. Yeah, I'm gonna just grab the Dirty Fighting because that's like kind of linchpin of my deck, so I definitely need that. First cheat of the day.
Playing a rogue, I see.
Yeah. Well. I
think you have 1 action left.
I have 2 actions left. I took an action to...
This one was the draw 1, get a resource.
Yeah, first one, draw 1, get a resource. Second one is play Gregory, but that one was free because it was a parlay. Or free, I get the bonus action. So I have 2 actions left.
Oh, I forgot about the additional action, never mind.
You know, the entire reason to play this investigator. So I kind of want to play this card, chat, because it goes very well with this, but I think we can wait with that until next turn. So let's try to investigate. I'll put 1 Gregory Grybuck in. So we're testing at 4 versus 2. -1. Excellent. I get a resource from Gregory. And I get a clue. And we just leave that Acolyte there. I'm sure it's going to be fine. Last action, I'm going to just play Well Connected. In the Mythos phase, I'll at least have a +1. Should we go to upkeep?
It seems good.
You shuffled the Hallowed Mirror, the things, right?
Yeah, I have 1 in hand, the other one's in deck.
Excellent. Alright, Doom on. I guess I'm the lead investigator, so I'll draw the first encounter cards. Uh-oh. Somebody locked the door of my own house. I locked us out. We can no longer investigate this location. Don't worry, I have a way to get this clue later. Don't have it in hand right now, but there is a way. And we can spend action to test to try to break down the door. I think that's probably fine. We just have to leave.
Yeah, lock the door behind and then just
Yeah,
go out
right.
to the city. Oh,
This actually fizzles. Because the only location with the most clues is my house, and that location already has a locked door on it, so you cannot attach it there. And it doesn't say, like, basically, because there are no other one clue locations in the game, I believe this just, like, fails to spawn. Just gets discarded.
yeah, and we don't consider 0 clues as the most.
If there were no clues at the house, we would, but right now there is a location with at least 1 clue, so the most is 1 clue, and there's only one of those, and that's already locked. I believe is how that works. I'm not 100% on that one, but I'm pretty sure. It's pretty confident.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah. How would you feel about having more money?
Well, I won't say no.
How much do you need?
Let's see. If I could take 2, I'd be happy.
Alright, so my first action, I'm going to play Faustian Bargain. I'll give myself 3 resources and you 2 resources. And then my second action... Oh, shoot. First things first, we're going to look at the top 2 cards. It's Grift, and I'll take that. I'll try the Grift for 1. Like, we were actually talking about this earlier. What did you say about Grift in the market deck?
I was wondering if it would be good in the market deck because all it does is gain your resources. So you're spending a resource to get a card that gains your resources. I mean, it probably would be fine just because it can get you quite a lot of resources.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and my logic basically being like, it is still 1 resource to draw cards, and especially with like Gregory and Well Connected, I'm hoping that it's gonna get me quite a bit of money. So we'll see. That's my turn. So my actions were play Faustian. What was my second action? Shoot, what was my second action?
Wait, I think because you played Faustian, then you sorted out your market.
Did I forget an action?
I don't. And then you moved.
Yeah, I definitely moved. Moves was definitely. Oh, I think I saw an action. Okay. I think I thought about doing the action at the house, but yeah, I think actually right now it's maybe better if I just go investigate here. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to.
You can go and try and grift the acolyte. Because I think my plan is just to move down and then bonk.
Oh, you're just gonna bonk him in the head. Okay, so I'm gonna go move. Let's see what version of the south set we have. We can search our deck for an ally asset and add it to the game, or add it to your hand. Well, in that case, I'm going to grift the. Yeah, I'm going to grift. I'm going to Well Connected, so this gets +1. I'm going to bet 2 resources. So the way this works, I'm going to test agility 0. I'm currently at 5. And for each point I succeed by, I get a resource. I'm going to cancel that curse token. And I get a +1.
Wow.
So I gain 8 resources.
Oh my goodness.
So for the record, I get the full 6 from Grift, because I'm at 5 +1. And then I got 2 Bruxing with Gregory, which I also get, so that's that's 1 curse token too many. So yeah, that was 8 resources for an action. That's pretty good. I don't know. So far, I feel like Grift in the market deck 100% worth it. We'll have to try again some other time to see if it is always that good, but that seems pretty nice. All right, your turn.
Yeah, that certainly does seem like a best case scenario for it.
Yeah.
Okay, I will just first action move, second action move to south side, and I think I will hit this acolyte with my fire extinguisher.
Sounds good.
I don't really have anything I'd like to commit, but I'll be fighting at 5 beat 3. Yeah, seems good to me. Let's try. That's a skull. -1 highest number of doom, which is -1. So
you
so
bonked.
succeeds.
Yeah, you bonked in the head. -1 acolyte. Very nice.
Okay, seems good.
All right. Upkeep.
Yep.
Ooh, that would have been useful. All right, might be useful later. All right. So doom on. Encounter cards. Mysterious Chanting. Guess who's back? Back again. I'll just pull an acolyte, I think. Do you have a specific place where you want this one, or do we just put it like? I think kind of Rivertown.
You can put it in River Town because
Yeah,
we'll try
I
maybe
feel
get clues later.
we have to get I have to get clues. So yeah.
Okay, let's see what my counter card is. Hunting Shadow. Either spend a clue or take 2 damage. I do not have any clues, so I'll take 2 damage. All right. I guess I can, unless you have any specific plans, I can move up, bonk the Acolyte, and
Well,
then
before you bonk the Acolyte, I think I might want to. Well, so looking at my cards in hand, I don't think I have anything that like really wants me to parlay right now. So yeah, no, actually, go. I think go ahead. Like the one thing is like I want to be at your location while you're taking tests, so you can false covenant if you need to. But I think you're probably fine. So go ahead and bonk that Acolyte.
yeah, let's just see what happens. So I'll first action move. Then I'll second action attack him
Bonk the
for 5b3.
bonk that boy.
Okay, -1. It's
Good.
gone. And my last action, I think I will spend 2 resource and attach ad hoc to my fire extinguisher.
Very nice. Because it's not fast, right?
It is
No.
not fast.
Okay. You should probably start picking up clues at some point, but you know, I'm
Yeah,
sure it's fine.
well,
All right. For my speaking of picking up clues, for my Underworld Market, I remembered this time. I got the Thieves Kit or the Lockpicks. I'm kind of okay without either at this point. Like I already have a ton of money, so I don't really feel like investing in Thieves Kit. And I would rather keep the money right now so I can keep doing the well connected thing. So first action, I'm just gonna investigate with well connected. That gives me a +3. So I'm at 7v2. I'll put in 2 Gregory bucks. That's a succeed. I'll get 2 bucks from Gregory. And I'll get a clue. So I do actually have another ally in my deck. Kinda, I could grab it, but I feel like you should probably... Oh, it's limit once per game for either of us. So I could grab Leo the Lookout if I wanted to.
yeah, I was thinking of digging in my deck for, I believe I have Tetsuo, but I wasn't, but I think I'd rather get ad hoc out.
Disappointing that the Uncovering Conspiracy like action ability on the act isn't a parlay, because that would have been nice. She's my bonus. There are a bunch of parlays in this scenario, which is kind of nice. So let's see. I think again we're kind of doing setup stuff. So I think yeah, now's a good time for this. I'm gonna play Friend in Low Places. I've named Trick because there's a whole bunch of Trick events in this deck. Let's see how this goes. So search the top 6. And I can grab any tricks. That's a tactic, that's a trick. That's a spell, that's also a trick. So I will pay 2 resources and reveal that I draw a copy of Beguile and a copy of Persuasion. Which is pretty good. 2 resources and action to draw 2. And final action... I kind of want to get this down, just ASAP. So I'm going to put down Dirty Fighting. Let them come.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
So that's my turn. Let's go to Upkeep.
Yep.
I did shuffle. I'm like very sure that I shuffle, but that was one of the cards that I put in there, and there's only 1 copy because... All right. Crypt Chill. Willpower 4. If you fail, discard an asset you control. Well, that doesn't seem very nice. So why don't I commit this Stall for Time and this Guts that I just top decked? Because one of the nice things about Alessandra is that, unlike most rogues, she actually has a willpower score. Bless token, 0. Hashtag just bless things. Anyway, I get to draw a card off of Guts at least. And I don't have to discard anything, so that's nice.
Obscuring Fog. Okay, well, this place has 3 Shroud instead of just 1.
I'm sure you can handle that. You want to
Yeah.
go ahead?
Yeah, sure thing. This is why I brought my trusty flashlight. I will investigate here at 4 book to get the +1 skill value. Beat will back down to 1.
Yeah.
Okay,
Got it.
-1. So I got the clue, and since I successfully investigated, I can discard Obscuring Fog.
Very nice.
I believe, yep. That was my first action. I think for my second action, I don't really have much in hand I'd want to play, so I think I might just investigate again. Is it worth it with the flashlight?
I think you could just try 3v1.
Yeah, let's just do a basic investigate 3v1.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, well, easy peasy. We
Then
have enough clues to spawn a cultist.
If you want to do that right now, I think I'm in a good position to go hunt one down. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm okay with that. So I will use my last action to spawn the
spend
cultist.
spend for clues. Just go ahead and grab the top one.
And it is north side.
Victoria diverse. Oh no, we have to spend lots of money. However, will we get that?
Oh no. A parlay and resources. I don't think
Yeah.
we can handle this.
All right. So the cards from the market deck not exactly relevant right now, and I need my money, so let's keep those. Yeah, I'm gonna just start my turn with the well-connected investigate again. I think I'll only just put in one resource from Gregory here because I am only up by 4. Okay, could have gone for a little bit more. Still, get the clue, and then I'm gonna just double action move to probably to the university. Yeah, I'll.
You can.
Oh wait, sorry, I can reach her.
Victoria immediately.
I forgot that the university and the south side are actually connected. So yeah, I'll move here. Reveal this force route location that you're gonna have to crack with your flashlight. And then there is another one. You can spend a bunch of money to get 2 clues. But while I'm here, I'm just going to spend my bonus action to parlay, spend 5 resources, add her to the victory display. Boom. 1 down, 5 to go. Good start.
Yeah, pretty good.
Alright, upkeep. Ooh, you're fun. Alright, Doom on. Almost in the witching hour. Encounter cards. Oh no! The fog has become quite obscure here.
5 shroud. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah, 5 shroud's kind of nasty.
Oh, hunting shadow. Well, that's
Punch in the face is what you get.
another 2 damage.
Yeah. Oh, you got 8 health. You're fine.
Yeah.
You maybe want to heal a bit. Do you want to go first?
Sure. I only have 2 charges on my flashlight. Well, supplies on my flashlight left, so I'm not sure how much I can get from the Miskatonic University. So what I might do is, I'll first action play Soothing Melody just to undo that encounter card and draw a card. Okay, it's Bandolier. That doesn't help me. I will now second action move to the university, and I will investigate here using my flashlight. So I am investigating at 4 beats 2. Okay, -1.
Quite nice. Alright. Top 2 cards of the deck. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this card, because that's something that we had planned for when the going gets tough. That card is gonna help me out. Alright, so the shroud here is currently 6, you say? No, 5. I can handle 5 shroud, right? What's the worst that could happen? Lots of things. Yeah, why don't I move off this location for now, get to the downtown, because we can get... Oh, this is the horror healing version. This is also for shroud, so it's not much better, but it's at least like a reasonable attempt with the well-connected. So second action, I'll investigate. Skull, -0. That passes.
Pretty good.
And I'll spend my last money on a lucky cigarette case. And get some of those cards when we do that. Alright, upkeep.
Okay.
Alrighty. Do on, we are now in the witching hour. False lead. I do not want to drop my clues here, but I might not have a choice. I think I'm going to throw in one of these beguiles. And you know what? I'm feeling lucky. I'm throwing in a Gregory buck as well. So up by 1. Less.
Well.
Okay, no longer feeling lucky.
I had to drop at some point.
Yeah. Alright, yours?
On the Wings of Darkness, test 4 foot. If you fail, take 1 damage and 1 horror.
You can take the Nightgaunt taxi.
I do not have any book icons I can commit, so I'll just have to...
Agility, you mean? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's try. 3 beat 4? Nope. Okay, so I go back to the central location, which is just Rivertown, and I take a damage and horror.
Yep. Alright. That was an exciting Mythos phase, for sure.
I'm very much worried that the enemies are going to all come out in one go much later.
Yeah, I'm like worried about that too. I mean, we know we're getting one next third is the challenge. So.
Oh dear, you're right.
Yeah. Everybody's favorites. And by that I mean like literally nobody's favorites. Nobody likes
Okay,
it.
I have a good plan in hand for that.
Okay, I have a less good plan in hand for that. Shall I go first?
Sure.
Top 2 cards from the deck. I don't need either of these right now. I mean, they're tempting, but like, as weird as it sounds, I only have 9 resources, so I need more money. I will move to East Town. Reduce the cost of the allies to play by 2, so that's a nice one to be at. I'm going to investigate. I'll trick in the well-connected, and I'll put in a Gregory Buck. Skill, that's a 0, so I'm going to get my Gregory Buck. I'm going to get a card from Cigarette Cave, and I'm going to get a clue. And I have 7 cards in hand. I think I'm just going to try to get another clue here and just put in the other Gregory Buck, because I am just up by 2, and autofill. Alright, you're up.
You win some, you lose some. I should probably head over to you because I believe the Ghoul Priest is going to spawn on the lead. It's either the lead or whoever has the most clues.
I believe it is the most clues, and it's the Master Hunter, not the Ghoul Priest, but yes.
Yeah, Ghoul Priest is long dead, supposedly.
Yeah. We killed him, wink wink.
Okay, I'm wondering where I should go and steal a clue from.
Well, there's one left at my location, because I didn't pick that one up, so...
Yeah, and if I somehow draw a Tetsuo next turn, then I'll be quite happy.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll first action do that. Second action, I'll use my flashlight to investigate here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at 4 beat. Oops, sorry.
No
4 beat 0.
Yeah, you got this.
Okay.
Correct
good.
case? Wait, no. Sorry, force a habit.
Yeah. Now my last action, I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 resources to drop the flashlight and get out a nice fingerprint kit.
Ooh, very nice.
I get it for 1 cheaper because it is the first 2 I played this round.
Yeah. So I think actually this brings up a reasonable point for me. It's like, I know that a lot of the more experienced players have kind of shied away from Fingerprint Kit because it's not that action efficient. You're spending a lot of resources, you're spending action to play this, and you're only getting 3 extra clues. But I feel that Fingerprint Kit's actually kind of a, not even a combo engine, just kind of like a synergy engine, which in the sense that like, if you have anything that makes the numbers on this better, it suddenly becomes really good.
I agree. I do think the level 4 version would be a lot better in Wilson, but I don't think so. This might be a bit like if this is for a campaign deck, this might be just a bit of a placeholder to upgrade it to. But I think even +2 book and 2 clues, that's still not bad.
Yeah, exactly. You're paying 3 for it. You're yeah, and the one funny thing is that he can't take Crafty, which is the tri-cost asset that can help you discount your tool assets. I guess it maybe would be a little bit too much of an auto include, but that would be nice. All right, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think I'm kind of glad he can't take that just because I think every single Wilson deck would just have it. It's just it'd be kind of too important.
Same with scavenging, to be honest. I love scavenging, but I also appreciate that there are going to be Wilson decks that don't use scavenging. All right, upkeep. Oh, that's a nicely timed draw of that card. All right, we advance to the Masked Hunter. Engage with prey. Prey, most clues. That's you.
Well, oh yeah.
I only have 1 clue.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll take him.
Yeah, he's got 8 health, and you cannot discover or spend clues while you're engaged with him. 2 damage, 1 horror, victory 2. And then we draw encounter cards. It's gonna be 2 enemies. Calling it now. No! I'll take the 2 damage. Rip Gregory guy, but I'm built different.
Okay, and false lead.
There go your clues.
Well, this actually might be better because then clues out of my hand, you can just pick them up and you can spend them this time. So I'm at 3 beat 4. I think I will not. I don't have anything to commit. 3 beat 4, 0. So I drop only 1 clue.
Only 1 clue. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you go first? Because I can kind of like see how much of my effect I have to use depending on how well yours goes. Unless you want me to evade him first, in which case he doesn't have retaliate.
I can go first. I attack with the fire extinguisher. I'm attacking at 5 beat 4. Okay, I can commit vicious blow to get up to 6 beat 4.
In that case, let me throw in something. I say that, but then I check my hand. Yeah, let's run this Begal. Like, I'm not using them is the thing.
Yeah, we're getting a bit unlucky with the quote unquote unlucky with the enemy draws. Yeah. So
not having to deal with night guns also kind of nice. Yeah, 7 before.
Okay, 7 beat 4 doing 3 damage, I believe.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's a hit.
Nice.
And now, I'm so used to hosting on tabletops, and I usually copy paste the damage tokens.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
works.
I'll just use the numbers. I think those are a little bit clearer
Okay.
on.
And now I'm
video.
going to use ad hoc and discard a weapon or tool asset from hand
Yes.
to do another fight. I will do ignoring all costs, so I can do the bottom action, ignoring both those action costs to fight with +3 because of Wilson, and doing another 3 damage.
Yeah.
So
6 feet.
6 feet 4.
Want me to? No. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Oh, no doom. So that's another 3.
Yep. Over the 6 damage. He's almost dead.
And I will use my second action, I guess, to hit him with the fire extinguisher.
I'll try the overpowered in now because that seems like a good time to get it. Yeah.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 beat 4.
I will cancel. I will cancel that curse.
Okay, so 7 beat 4. 7, 6, 5, 4. 4 all. All right.
Yep.
So that's 8 damage. He's dead.
Got him. Very nice. 2 actions to kill the Masked Hunter. That is crazy.
That I've never seen that.
Yeah, that's so good.
I forgot one last thing. I have glory.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
And I think I'll just last action.
If you got Tetsuo, play him now. Otherwise,
no, I don't have. I didn't get Tetsuo. I might just investigate or I play emergency cash.
Play cash here. I can get this one clue.
Yeah.
It's
I think that's better.
So I actually want to mention for chat right now because the plan that I had that didn't manage because I didn't draw the other pieces. I have the Cold Vest pocket in my hand, and the plan was that we were gonna false surrender the Cold Vest pocket and just like empty this gun into the into the man. But unfortunately, he didn't show up. But maybe we'll get to use the Cold Vest pocket later. I still have it, so yeah. Waste not, want not, right? I'll investigate here at 6 feet 2. Succeed, I get to draw a card. Very nice. Okay, oh, that card might help with the Obscuring Fog later. Yeah, so how many curses are still in the bag? Because we removed a... Okay, so there's 3 curses in the bag. I think now might be an okay time to do this. Because there should be a spell in here, right? Did I remember that correctly? No, I remember that incorrectly. There's no spell in here. So I cannot do this. In that case, I really... Oh, and I forgot the market deck again. Yeah, no, we're just not going to do those. So I think you can probably handle the downtown location, right? Like that's 4 Shroud, which is a bit high, but I think with the Fingerprint Kit, that should be doable.
I think so.
Yeah. In that case, I'm just going to... I'm going to draw a card. And then I'm going to just move to the... Actually, sorry, I'm not going to move. I'm going to play Speak to the Dead. I just I realized that I was actually at 7 cards in hand. I don't want to overdraw. Right, so upkeep.
Yep.
And I'm also still holding out hope that I draw Leo DeLuca. Instead, I draw Nihilism. Fortunately, I've already seen 2 autofill, so hopefully, I've had my fill. Autofill. Yeah. Doomon, encounter cards. Hey! They finally showed up. I drew a Hunting Night Gaunt.
Okay, are we going to get 2?
Rend.
No, Mysterious Chanting. There's no cultist, so let's go find one.
Yeah. Let's go find one indeed.
Should I get out the Wizard of the Order so they leave? There's only the Wizard of the Order, the Acolyte.
I think you just grab the Acolyte. We're about to loop anyway, so...
I'll put him here.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm gonna parlay the heck out of this Night Gaunt, so...
I mean, I can go first then if you want. Unless you might need help with that Night Gaunt, cause...
No, I think I got this. So go ahead and.
Okay, so my usual Wilson strategy. I'm gonna first action move to the Acolyte. My second action, I'm gonna hit him with the fire extinguisher. So math 4, 5 beat 3. 5. Wait. So 2. Oh, if you fail, place one of your clues in your location.
Oof.
Oh, that's not good.
You can ad hoc here if you want.
I can ad hoc. I have... Actually, yeah, I'll do that, and I'll chuck this other fire extinguisher to just fight again.
You're just gonna push again.
So 5v3.
Yeah. What's better than a
yeah.
fire extinguisher?
That's true.
Yeah.
3 all.
Oh, no. No, I needed
2v3.
those. I needed those. Okay.
Oh,
Wait, did you pause?
no.
Oh.
That was -3.
Ah, shoot. Yeah. Just barely. So, hit him again, I guess?
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna hit him again. So 5v3. I'm gonna commit this bandolier. I think I should now. 6v3. Okay, there.
Yeah, the bang in this one is like kind of weird. It's definitely an odd one.
Yeah, the bandolier is a bit awkward because the fire extinguisher is not actually a weapon. So I have sledgehammers, and I can't.
Yeah, no, that
I
doesn't.
use the bandolier to hold the sledgehammer, but since I already put ad hoc on it, I don't want to drop this fire extinguisher yet. So
Makes sense.
okay, well, I'm done.
All right. I'm having to decide what I want to do here because I have some options, but I kind of like. Like I kind of want to drag this Nikon with me a bit. So first of all, let's see what the. So this is maybe the time where the blackmail file is kind of okay, because the problem that I'm having is I have interrogate, and I really would like to interrogate this this Nikon, but actually wait, hold on. How does this? Oh, it's fast. Oh, maybe I just do this. Right, never mind.
The one issue with the blackmail file on the Night Gaunt is that it won't exhaust him, so the Night Gaunt will still hunter and attack.
No, it won't attack. It gets aloof for the rest of the round, so it won't be able to engage with anyone.
Hunters and just doesn't engage.
Yeah, it doesn't engage. It isn't that bad, fortunately. However, okay. I have a better answer. I'm just gonna beguile this Night Gaunt. It is obviously transfixed by my beautiful wiles. I'm going to parlay for a basic of 8. Yeah. And so that modifier is doubled, but that is still a success. So this Night Gaunt is evaded, and we'll just keep an eye on that. Just do with that what we need. Can I activate this ability from any location? Yeah. So in case I need that later, I'm just gonna put this over here where in case I need it later. After I evade it, I get to make a free attack. Yeah, why not? Right? I get a +2. And I could draw a +1 and just hit, deal 1 damage, in case I need that later, and also get to draw a card with Cigarette Case, so I still haven't taken an action, which is kind of nice. Ooh, this is a fun card. I think you would like this card as well, especially with the Wizard of the Order coming up. I'm going to...
I think I know which card
I think you know what card it is, yeah. I'm going to... I think I'm just going to double move here. Actually, wait, no, I'm going to move here, single move, because I want to spawn... If we spawn the wizard, we want to spawn him at north side. I'm going to... think about my life and my choices real quick. Actually, pretty decent. I'll gain a resource, and investigate with well connected. Up by 2. Nice. And get a clue here. Upkeep.
Yep.
Our friend the Night Gaunt's ready. Doom on. Encounter cards. Uh-oh, I get a taxi. Taxi service. I might not have to take the taxi service, it's a nice thing, because I do actually have 4 agility. I'm gonna throw in a Cold Test Pocket, I don't think I'm gonna play it anymore. Up by 1. Elder Shine. What the heck does my Elder Shine do? If I succeed, choose a non-lead enemy at your location and revealed connected location, automatically evade him. Don't mind if I do.
Oh, okay. Night Gaunt back down.
And... oh, hey, that's a fun one. Alright, you're. Hey,
okay,
we were just talking about him. Put him at north side.
North side? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, now it's the end of the Mythos phase, so he gets a Doom.
Yep. He sure does. Want me to go over there and deal with it?
Sure.
So I'll walk over. And the first thing I'm actually going to do is not what you think I was going to do. Don't worry, the second thing is probably what you thought I was going to do. I'm going to Breaking and Entering. So I am testing at 8v5. And hopefully that's enough to get rid of the fog. It sure is. And in fact, I succeeded by 2, so I automatically evade the Wizard of the Order. I get a clue, and this fog is now gone, so that should make getting the clues here a little easier. The thing is, I'm now like... I'm now like rogue braining this, and I'm like, yeah, but if I string of curses him next turn, then he'll have 2 Doom on him, and I'll get even more money.
I mean, we're still how much are we at? We're almost about halfway on the agenda. I
Yeah.
don't think it's the worst idea.
Yeah. Also, the other thing is we have 2 cards left in the encounter deck. So next turn we're going to shuffle the encounter deck, which means that we'll put him in the new discard pile instead of the discard pile right now, which is actually probably better.
Oh, I also just noticed we have enough clues to
Yeah,
we have enough clues to spawn a cultist.
I would like to wait a little bit just so I can like do all the setup that I've got right now. But yeah, good points. I'm going to actually, so I'm going to use my parlay action to. I really wish I had my fine close out. I'm going to interrogate this guy. Wait, no, I'm never passing that test. That would be difficulty 4 test, which I am not passing. So instead, my parlay for the turn is just going to be to tell this.
You get +2 because of dirty fighting.
Oh, yeah, you are right. I would still probably not be passing that test, but thank you for pointing that out. So, sorry. The actions I've taken is a single move action and then the playing of breaking and entering.
Yep.
Just to make sure that I've not missed anything there. I really wish I had the play cards from my discard pile effective right now. Or, Fine Close. Fine Close would be nice too. Sorry, just thinking in my head. Honestly, I think the right move might just be to evade or to investigate here.
What's the worst that can happen from spawning a cultist? Because you already got the one from north side.
You can get the Wolfman drew
on me, but I can.
Oh, you can handle him? Okay, well in that case, yeah, you're probably right. I'll spend 4 clues and I'll spawn Wolfman, or I will hopefully not spawn Wolfman. I'll spawn Hermit Corbel. The one thing is we'll have another cultist for any effect that cares about cultists, which is maybe not great, like Mysterious Chanting on these guys.
I believe we'll be able to pick Wizard of the
Order for now, yes, but it might go poorly later. Yeah, sure. No, that's my turn. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. I want to at least use my fingerprint kit, but then it's exhausted. Oh, okay. I can investigate here twice pretty decently, so let's try the first one. I'm gonna investigate with the fingerprint kit. I'm at 4, 5, 5 beat 4, 5. I'm gonna throw perception, so 7 beat 4.
Yeah. Nice.
7, 6, 5. Okay, well.
That's another resource.
It's the nearest cultist. Okay. But I succeed. I get 2 clues, and I will draw a card momentarily. This one. I guess my other fingerprint kit. I'm going to now second action. I'm going to spend 2 to play push to the limit. And I'm going to pull with that. I'm going to use my flashlight for that.
Ah, nice.
It's only discard pile, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get this fingerprint in the discard pile yet. Okay, so I'm investigating here at 4 beat 2.
Yep.
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, never mind. If you fail,
drop a clue.
Clues. Okay,
yeah.
Well. Okay. This shuffles back in. This discards.
Oh, that's a rough hit there.
My last action. I can investigate again, but at 5 beat 4.
You can probably just move over to me, just in case we wanna I need to use the Covenant, and also you're probably pretty able to pick up these 2 clues once the cultist is gone.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right. So upkeep, Nightgaunt wakes up, Wizard of the Order wakes up and engages, I guess, me because I'm gonna deal with him. Yep. Upkeep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 8. I can't count. Doom on, encounter cards. I'm really hoping for Mysterious Chanting here. It's the first time I think in my entire life I've said that. Okay, Nightgaunt.
A Crypto.
And the encounter deck shuffles. Do you need help with that? Am I able to help with that?
I don't have any. I have nothing I can actually commit. I'm just wondering what's the worst that can happen. I mean, I don't.
I don't think we need the Hello Mirror necessarily. Like we're over halfway the scenario, and neither of us are at death's door. So I think you just lose the mirror if this fails, which it's gonna fail. Let's be honest.
I'm testing at 3 beat 4. There's not much I can do.
Yeah, fair enough.
So let's just give it a try.
Elder Shine. Yes. No.
No, it's still a +0. However, I can swap a tool asset with another tool asset with an equal or lower cost.
So you're just gonna save the yeah, you save
fingerprint kit for a fingerprint kit, and this goes back in hand. So I still fail, so I
Oh,
drop
okay.
the Hallowed Mirror, which
Okay,
gets
so
rid
you
of
just get
the.
a free charge back on your fingerprint. That's still pretty spicy.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I'm trying to think if there's any other shenanigans. Like I swap it out, then I discard it. Like
Well,
start over
the
something
one
else,
that I
kind of
was
thing.
thinking is you swap it out for like a flashlight or something with that's like less useful. You discard that instead. But yeah, I kind of like this
That
play.
that's Yeah. I was thinking something like that. I don't have another flashlight in hand though.
Yeah,
Let me
makes
find the
sense.
other soothing melodies
Okay.
and the one in discard
I'm
pile.
just gonna
Okay.
finish up the Mythos phase with the Wizard of the Order getting a another Doom. Uh,
Right.
shall I just get us started? Um,
Sure.
so I'm going to String of Curses. So this is a parlay, which is why Alessandra can take it. And choose the non-lethal enemy, and then I'll tilt the second mode. If that enemy has one or more Doom in it, defeat it, gain a resource for each Doom that was on it. So I discard that and get 3 resources for my troubles. Very nice. So I'm actually kind of interested in doing some real shenanigans here. Like, this is next level shenanigan time.
Mhm.
The first thing I'm going to do is try to evade this Hunting Night Gaunt. I'm at 4v1, but Chaos tokens are doubled. So I'm gonna well connected on this, I think. No, I need to well connected for later. I'm just gonna, yeah. Alright, so that's a -2, so that still succeeds. Then I get to take a free action with Dirty Fighting. And for this, I'm going to play Rijstraat. When you initiate this attack, add up the 3 curse tokens to the bag. All the way. And for each token that I get +1 combat, +1 damage for this attack, I'm also getting +2 because I'm attacking an exhausted enemy. So I am attacking at, check my math here, 7 v3.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 7B3.
Cancel
5B3.
that curse token,
Okay.
still
So back
7.
to 7B3.
And yeah,
0.
so succeeds. I get to remove that curse token, and I get to explode this Night Gaunt, which is pretty nice because those are pretty annoying. Because it does 4 damage. It's +1 damage per token.
Oh, you're right. Oh.
Unfortunately, I drew a different problem, which is Zamakona. This is Zorzi's signature weakness. He's elusive, spawns at the nearest empty location if able. I cannot parlay with him, and the first time I parlay each round, I put a Doom on him. That's a problem. I have a solution, but that solution is not amazing right now. So let me just real quick do a little bit of mental math. I do that, then I do that, then I do that. Yeah, I think that all works. Okay. Chat, hang on to your hats. Here we go. I'm going to play Ethereal Slip. This is like one of the few spell events that I can actually play. And I'm going to choose a non-elite enemy at a revealed location up to 2 connection ways and swap places with that. So this Hunting Night Gaunt is now at your location and engage with you. Sorry about that, but don't worry, we're gonna... don't worry, well, it'll work out. And more importantly, I'm over here now. So I can now spend my last action and... yeah, I did already pay for that, and spend 4 resources to play Leo De Luca, which gives me another action. Which I'm going to spend to attempt to parlay with this Beguiled Night Gaunt, because obviously I'm not going to leave you with an extra problem, and evade that Night Gaunt. It's worth saying, for the record, by the way, that I can't actually fight the Night Gaunt if I'm not at its location, because Dirty Fighting lets you take a free attack, but that attack still has to be legal. So if I went to the same location, I could do it, but right now I can't. Alright, that's all my shenanigans. Go ahead. Oh,
Okay, well.
and I didn't add a Doom because it's not the first time this round I parlayed. I've already parlayed this round, so next round I have to start worrying about Sawakona. But fortunately, I parlayed this round before he came out, so yeah.
Okay. I have another sledgehammer in hand for ad hoc shenanigans, but I feel like it might not be a good idea to do it on Zamakona.
I have a backstab in hand, which I was planning on using.
Okay, if you can entirely deal with Zamakona, because if I attack it, it'll enter the north side.
Yeah.
Because I'll move there, and then which might be annoying.
Yeah.
I can just try and get clues from north side, and then.
I think you just get clues from north side, and then we try to spawn. Like either you go running after the Herman Collins in the graveyard, or I do. Oh, I just got a brownie. My mom just brought me brownies. Are you jealous, internet?
Awesome. Okay, let's just start off with a fingerprint kit at this location.
All right.
So I'm at 4, 5, 5B3. I'm gonna commit perception because I'm getting really scared of these tests now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that minus three's not joking. Nice.
Okay. So I get 2 clues and I draw a card. That's a daring. And now, can I succeed a 3-all test? Not particularly. Yeah, the fingerprint kit exhausting is quite frustrating. I should have another clue tool, but I don't have access to it now. And Miskatonic University, yeah, there's no other location that are really easy for me to get clues.
No.
So I think I might. Herman's also going to be a problem because I don't have a lot of cards in hand and I draw through my deck pretty slow.
You can just punch Herman, that's the thing.
I can just punch Herman. So I think I might just move and then move.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, then let's go to upkeep. He doesn't Hunter. This is exhausted. Also, you moving also means that I can just leave the Night Gaunt. Don't have to keep evading it every turn.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice. Alright, upkeep. Oh, hello. Zoom on. Encounter cards. Oh, I get to take the taxi again. Oh, place a Doom on the nearest cultist enemy, which is probably going to be Herman, because, yeah, no, Zamakaba is not a cultist, fortunately. Good thing you were already on the way to, beat him up. Take a damage and a horror, but that's fine. Uh-oh.
Oh, mysterious chanting. Okay, so Herman doesn't need to die next. He needs to die now.
Yeah.
And I can sort that out. So
get on it. I think you go first, because if you fail, then I have to run in after you and try to solve some problems.
Yeah.
Just in case.
The parlay is not the worst for me. I did finally draw Tetsuo, and I would lose Tetsuo, but then I could keep 2 tools in hand. Actually, I think I might do that.
Okay. I mean, let's see if the willpower test, because there's a willpower test when you enter, right?
Oh yeah.
But it's just horror. You're fine on that.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the horror. I don't have anything to commit either, so.
I mean, it's what difficulty? Oh, it's difficulty 3. Oh.
It's 3-all. Okay, 1 beat 3 and -3. Place 1 of your clues. Oh.
Dang, that token's really out to get you.
Okay, so I'll just take the horror. I'm gonna use my second action to just. It's 4 cards, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Discard 4 cards.
What? You parlay instead of me parlay? Unthinkable.
So Zamakona does not get any doom because I am not Alessandra Zorzi, and I will now last action use the fingerprint kit to investigate here.
Get your clues back.
Here. Oh,
no, it's a 1. That's the one nice thing about this location. It's like it's really easy to investigate.
Okay, so I'm at 3, 4, 5, 5 feet 1.
Yeah, you got this.
+1. Okay.
All right.
And now I have enough clues to spawn another cultist if we so wish.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go deal with my enemy weakness real quick before we do that. I'm also going to check real quick what's in here. So the thing I want to point out about the market deck, I think it's actually like better maybe than it's showing right now, because a lot of the cards in here are not cards that I want. But I think part of that is that Midnight Mask is such a high-paced scenario. Like, you don't have time to play a bunch of setup assets, and we both kind of did at the start, so we're now trying to like stay on the tempo. And so it's a little bit of a... What do you want to say?
I was going to say, I'm not sure how... I've never done it. I've never done it before, because I really love playing Underworld support, but I've never played Underworld support and Underworld markets. I thought having 10 entirely different... 10 singleton cards in the market might make it harder to find the one thing you want.
Yeah, I mean, right now, the benefit that I have... sorry, I'm thinking... So, first 2 actions are definitely move to get to Zamakona's location. I'm wondering if I should spend the action to try to evade... because I am up by 2 on that, if I use the well connected, and I get a... Actually, you know what? Sorry, I'm going to change my mind on the cards that I got from the market, because they were disguise and pickpocketing. I'm just going to go get the pickpocketing, and just throw that in. So, first action move, second action move, third action evade, chuck in the pickpocketing, and use well connected, which brings me to 6v3. Oh, and for people who don't know what the elusive keyword does, because I just realized we're talking about an elusive card, but I haven't actually done this. So when Zamakoma attacks or is attacked, if he's ready, he's going to move to another location. So that's a great time to draw an autofill. I'm going to try that again. I think I'm kind of locked into evading now. That worked out. That probably shouldn't have worked out, but it did, fortunately. He's not aloof, notably. That's the thing. So I'm going to get the free fight from Dirty Fighting, which is going to be play backstab. That succeeds. Kills him instantly. Get a card from Cigarette Case. It's going to be fine close. Nope. It's the other neutral card that I really needed. And then I'm going to use my parlay action to... So if I don't evade the Night Gun, I'm going to get hit again, but I'm fine on health and sanity, and I really want this clue. So I'm just going to basic investigate and throw the perception, and autofill again. Excellent. Now that nihilism's really getting me.
Wait, why did you take a damage from horror?
Nihilism. I have
Oh, right. Oh.
So I'm about to get hit again, which is nice.
Okay.
So enemy phase.
Hit first.
Yeah, enemy phase. It moves in. It hits me. Now things are getting going a little bit more dramatic than I had hoped for. Let's go to upkeep. Hey, there's the fine close. Long time no see. Doomon and Gunner cards. It's an Acolyte. He's going to spawn right here. Go for it.
Okay. Locked door. With the most clues is your location.
Yeah, my location. That's fine. I probably wasn't doing anything here anyway.
Shroud is pretty nasty anyway, so...
Yeah. I can go first?
Unless you want to put the Acolyte here, and I can...
No, I have
leave and then...
I have a plan for this Acolyte, so... Okay. I have a plan for you.
I have the... My plan in my head is just play out Fingerprint Kid. Actually, I can... Then I have another fingerprint in hand. I can just reload it and then.
Yeah, I would like you to get some clues and then spawn another cultist because we're
Unless you want to spawn a cultist now, because I can.
No, I'd rather clear the board first, just in case. Because if this goes wrong, I might need your help. Sure, so I'm gonna evade this Night Gaunt. 0, excellent. So he's evaded. I could have done that as a parlay, I guess, but just needed an evade. I get a card from Cigarette Case. Ooh, you're nice. I'm going to play the Fine Close, finally. I'm going to move over to here. And I'm going to play Interrogate. So this is difficulty 4 becomes difficulty 2. I guess if I evade him, it gets easier, huh? Actually, you know what? What I'm going to do... Sorry, I'm just going to cheat step a little bit. I'm going to just... do it on this Night Gaunt, because there's no reason for me not to. And that one is actually evaded, so I get the bonus from Dirty Fighting. So, yeah, instead of being silly, I'll be smart. Sorry. In that case, first action was evade. Second action was play the Fine Close. Third action, interrogate this Night Gaunt. Where are they? Where are they? So this is a difficulty of 4. -2 because I'm Fine Clothing. And I am testing at 4 because of Dirty Fighting. Elder Sign. Let me just auto-evade this Acolyte, so I get the +2 on him later as well. Very nice. So I get a clue here. I'll get this clue here, because why not?
Oh, yeah, it's a victory.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're continuing this campaign. Sorry to spoil it to you, but also, I mean, the other... Actually, you know what? No, I won't get this clue. I'll get the clue at the at the university, because then maybe, maybe I want to pick up this clue later. I'm going to last action parlay this Acolyte with Persuasion. So this is difficulty 3 +0 because he doesn't have a horror value. And then the enemy gets shuffled into the counter deck if I succeed. So it's difficulty 1, and again I get the +2 because of Dirty Fighting. So I place a Doom on him, but then immediately shuffle him into the deck. So that doesn't do anything. Goodbye. Yeah. So the one annoying thing is that I have Eldritch Tongue now, and I have all these cool parlay events in my discard pile, but I have 1 card left in my deck, so I'm about to loot my deck. Yeah, that didn't quite work out as intended. But yeah, that's kind of the challenge with the role support, is that I needed to dig through my deck to find my Fine Close, because the deck really needs Fine Close to have the good numbers. But by the time I actually got it, I've already looped my deck. Anyway, your turn.
Okay, so we only have about 3 rounds left. I'm counting the agenda. So maybe it might be a good idea to spawn the cultist. I'm not sure. Or I
Yeah.
can just...
No. Why don't we start by spawning the cultist, and then we can determine from there. Because if it's the agility one, then I can really easily do her.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll spend 2 clues.
I'll spend the other 2 and spawn that cultist.
It is Peter Warren at the museum. Oh, we can spend 2. We can spend 2 clues. Which, well, if I hadn't just spent my last 2 clues, I could have probably.
Oh dang.
I'll figure something out.
I mean, so I guess my plan would be I want to fingerprint kit here for 2 clue. Oh, wait. Okay, I only have. Okay, so my second action, I fingerprint kit investigate here. So I'm at 5 beat 1.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2 beat 1. I succeed for the first time with that silly token.
Yeah. Just spawn another. Just spawn another cultist.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, in my last action, I spawn another cultist. So, who's gonna be?
Hey, it's Ruth.
Okay.
After she's evaded, added to the victor's play. I think I can do that. All right. Upkeep?
Yep.
Oh. Now, isn't that fun? Do 1. Encounter cards. It's a mysterious chanting. We are in trouble. He's going to get 2 doom. So he needs to get cleared right, right now.
Oh, an acolyte.
That's also unfortunate, but yeah. I don't think you want to put him out of the way. You definitely want to put him somewhere where you can reach him.
Yeah, because my plan was to just move, and then hit Peter Warren. I only do 2 damage though, but
yeah, but that's the problem. That's not gonna cut it here. Although wait, oh, I don't have the money. Why am I out of money? Yeah, I know I can dirty fighting like shenanigans, but
I mean he only has 2 fights, so if you could do 1 damage to him, I'd be able to do the other 2, and then kill him.
Yeah, I'm. The problem is I have a really good evade lined up, but that's on the wrong cultist.
I think it might be a good idea that I put the acolyte down here, because then I can 1-2 hit him, and then.
I mean, the thing is that the thing is that the acolyte is only going to hit you for 1 damage, like 2 damage in enemy phase. So I'm kind of like at this point that's not going to be just tank it, and that way at least you can at least kill him if you have to. But actually, why don't I go? Yeah, why don't you let me go, and I'll see how much damage I can do. Because the other thing is, I do have a actually. Oh, this is a terrible idea. I'm gonna do it.
Awesome.
We're gonna see some new cards in action, and maybe they're gonna do nothing. I'm going to spend 6 charges on Speak to the Dead because there is a Rijstraat in my discard pile, and that is a spell event. So that's a way to get this problem solved real quick, isn't it? String of Curses only works on non-elite, right? And he is elite. Oh, he's not elite. I'll you know what? Second, change of mind. I'll just pick. So the chosen event is String of Curses. Because he's not elite, right? No, I'm not. I'm not misreading this.
He's not elite.
Okay.
I was more thinking if you do Persuasion, you just shove him into the encounter deck.
Yeah, let's not go there right now. All right. The other thing is I could actually like try to set up Eldritch Dawn here, but no. Because I don't have enough money for that is the problem. Okay, so I have to reveal 6 tokens and I have to hit a curse or skull. Oh, well, done. Got it. So that was action 1. Action 2. Sup, dude? Oh, hello. There we go. He's engaged with me. I will parlay him with String of Curses and go, yo, what you're doing isn't cool. He is actually defeated, so he goes to the victor display. And I get 2 resources. 4 my troubles. Very nice. I will walk over to St. Mary's. Hey Ruth, I heard you're not enjoying your current work. Can I help you with that? I'm going to try to evade. Commit manual dexterity and quick thinking. Come on, let's go. 1 time. Let's go. Skill, which is a 0. Oh wait, no, it's a -1 because of the acolyte.
6b5 then.
Yeah, so that succeeds. Oh, it's not succeed by X, it just succeeded. So, yep, into the victor display she goes. I get the draw card, which means I have to shuffle my deck.
But you don't get the quick thinking and lucky cigarette case, but that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, right, I don't get the quick thinking. Yeah, okay. Well, it was still a pretty good turn, I'd say.
I mean, yeah.
Got 2 cultists cleared in 1 turn. That's pretty spicy. Alright.
Okay, well, my fingerprint kin is all dead now, so I need to replace it. So I think I might just move to the acolyte, bonk him, and then
Yeah.
replace my fingerprint kit.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. We only need a couple more clues and one more. Well, okay. Like, I don't know if we're gonna get all 6 here, but we definitely are gonna get 5, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, we have already gotten 5. Yeah.
That two action destroyed the mask hunter. I'm still
Yeah.
reeling back from it.
Yeah.
So first action I'm gonna move. Second action I'm gonna hit with the fire extinguisher. So I'm at
Yep.
5B3.
Actually, what before you do this? Well, I guess you already did. But one question: do you have another finger? You have another fingerprint kit in hand, right?
I do have another fingerprint kit in
Do you
hand.
want to just take 1 damage and take a move action to the university so you can ad hoc that fingerprint kit?
Um, I thought of ad hocing it, but the problem is I don't know where my other my last clue asset is somewhere in here. No, the two I because I shuffle one back in,
Yeah.
and they're not in hands. I'd rather get it out since we
Right.
need clues a bit faster.
The problem that I'm having with it is we have like literally 1 turn left, right? Next turn we're going to go to 7 doom. Turn after that we doom out. So you're not actually going playing it right now. You're only going to get 1 use out of it anyway because it
Good
exhausts.
point. So out of second action,
Yeah.
moved and then
Take
on the
it.
test.
You take a damage and then you test. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you kill him.
So yeah,
Yep.
I kill him. And then ad hoc, I ad hoc the fingerprint kit. So now I'm investigating here at 5B4.
Which is not great. Do you have a commit?
Not. Oh, I only have fist symbols in hand.
Well, just
I
draw. Ah.
Okay.
So
Well.
all right. Upkeep.
Okay. Upkeep.
No, still did.
That's another
Really.
fist symbol.
Hunting shadows. I am at Death Door. You are also hurting a little. We didn't draw any enemies. Oh, also, sorry. This guy also moves over here, which actually does matter because I want to get that clue.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem is okay. So the last one is Wolfman Drew is going to spawn over here. So I don't like. I think it's literally impossible for us to get the.
You would have to get 4 clues and then spawn him, and then I can, if I was there, or I could actually end up killing him if he was actually spawned, because I have a sledgehammer in hand, so I could do the whole ad hoc shenanigans.
Well, let's see if we can do it. I'm gonna try for sure. Okay, so basic. I'll use my parlay action on this hunting night count because the thing is, I get like 5 actions this turn because of Leo de Luca and all that stuff, and there are enough clues around. So I'm gonna try. Don't say I never tried. This is a parlay during an this is a parlay, so I get the -2 difficulty. So that succeeds. And then I'm going to. I'm just trying to. Sorry, because the main problem is I need 1 more clue, right? Sorry, I get the clue at my location, I get this clue, then I need 1 more clue from somewhere, and so I'm like trying to see which intellect icons in my hand I want to use to like commit stuff, or if I want to try to like draw a card, because one of them is a perception. I think I'm gonna try to use the perception now and just investigate. Because the other thing is, yeah, so I succeed by 2 at that point, so I do actually get to draw 2 cards here. Would the motivational speech help you?
No, I don't have any allies.
Okay.
That might, because I'm wondering, because you can still continually beguile the hunting night gaunt, but you have to like move them to either to downtown.
Yeah,
or
and the problem is he can't.
And then get more clues.
The problem is he can't also do it at downtown because there's a locked door there.
Oh, can't do it. It's a basic investigate. Yeah, you're right.
I think also I'm still an action short. Unfortunately, now that I'm doing the math, because I don't have the action to move and also get the what to call it, also to spawn the enemy. So I think we're 1 action short. Ripperoni. Trying to think. Nope. Looks like. Oh, actually, I should. Does that do anything? This is not an item. Nope, that does nothing. Okay. Right, because, sorry, action, wait, hold on, is this correct? No, this, oh, maybe that's why, because the non-action thing. I've only taken 2 actions, right?
You've done the parlay, and then you investigated basic.
Oh, then we do have enough actions. No, wait, we don't.
Wait.
Investigate.
Leave the Lucas action and then the parlay. So you have 3 actions left.
3 actions left. Investigate here, move, investigate. No, yeah, I am 1 short. I don't have double clue effects. I don't have any way to draw cards. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna try to get it here. Elder Sign. Wish that did anything. I guess I have to resign then. Last action. Because we can't... Can we win? Can we get the last clue? No, there's literally no way, right? Because even if I spawn him...
I would have to use my turn to move, and then attack Wolfman. Because you need an action to spawn him too.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything beyond my basic 3.
We're short, so I will resign. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I guess there's not really much else I can do, so I guess I'll just estimate this.
I'll resign here so I don't drop my clues on the victory location if you somehow want to clear it.
I don't have anything in hand. Although I might draw into something, but then I'd have to get the Hunting Knight Gaunt. Because I have 2 overpowers, I can just throw at him.
Okay.
So, first action go here. And then I will second action attack with the fire extinguisher. So I'm attacking at 5B3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9B3.
Only one per test.
You're right. I'm sorry.
No worries.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm thinking of how many times I played the game and I've done that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7B3. Okay. That's
2 damage.
6B3, sorry. So that's 2 damage. I draw a card. And then my last action, I guess I will
resign, because otherwise we doom out.
Oh, you're right. So
don't hurt my friend.
I just drew I'll take that, which is very interesting because it is an upgrade for some reason or another. I guess because gaining illicit is an upgrade, so Wilson can take it.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. There's actually an illicit card I can't talk about yet an upgrade card that I'm pretty excited about for Wilson, but I can't talk about that one yet. You have to tune in December 6th, chat. If anybody watched this far, you're gonna have to tune in December 6th for that one. Thank you everybody for watching. I think we're done with the scenario there. That was a lot of fun and surprisingly effective. We got 5 out of the 6 goal tests. We got at least some of the victory points on the locations. I don't actually know. Well, we left a couple of clues here and there. Maybe it could have been better. But this was super fun. Thank you so much for joining me, HatfulBob. Hope you had fun too.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm glad you invited me. I really wanted to try Wilson because I had this deck idea. I wasn't sure if it would be good. So this was a very good demonstration. I think that both these investigators are really good. Even without a lot of the. I'm sure Hemlock Vale is going to come with a lot more cards. This is what really would make Wilson or Alessandra.
We definitely still need a tool shotgun is the thing.
Exactly. Wilson has the double barrel shotgun in the picture, and we've not seen that yet. So
here's hoping. Thank you so much for joining me. I really liked what your deck was doing. It looks really sweet. One of the things that I've always found with Guardians is they can get a little stale, where it's just like, I play my big weapon and then I just punch the thing. And this definitely looked a lot more interesting. You got a lot of cool stuff going on. So thank you for coming on and doing it. Any other comments about your deck or suggestions for the chat to play?
I think I got really, really lucky with ad hoc and opening hand, because if I had drawn it later, I'm not sure how much more effective it would have been. I've seen a lot of people concerned about how easy would it be to find this one card in a class that famously doesn't have very good card draw. But I think Wilson. Yeah. What I said before, even with just what the current card pool, Wilson really, really works. You just give him tools, and he can kind of do anything. If we get an evade tool, for example, then he'll be able to start doing that as well.
Yeah, seems really cool. On my end, I think Alessandra continues to be very fun. I don't necessarily know if she's like the best rogue for this, but I really enjoy the kind of shenanigans you definitely get to do with her. I enjoyed having like 5 action turns with her for sure. I don't necessarily know if I would do Underworld support with her again, because only having 1 copy of Fine Close in your deck is just, that's rough. But I really enjoyed this dirty fighting, bunch of different parlay events, and it really felt like a bit more of a toolbox. And with the new Speak to the Dead and Eldritch Tongue event, I feel like you can really pick which effects you need more than 1 copy of. So yeah, I'm really excited for this new investigator. I'm really excited to see what more Hemlock Vale has to offer us. Once again, thank you for joining me. Do you have any other plugs before we end your blog?
Yeah. As I said at the beginning, I have a WordPress blog, barnabyfiles.wordpress.com, I believe. I just write Arkham articles, just random stuff, some stuff about investigators and all that. I already wrote one for Wilson Richards. I think it was the first article I had done. Um, and yeah, I think that's about it.
I'll make sure to put a link to that in the description for this stream. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you until the end of time. Bye.
Goodbye.